Rajdeep Sardesai, our consulting editor, now joining us. Rajdeep, Manish Sisodia walking out on bail after 17 months is music to Aam Aadmi Party's ears, especially for Arvind Kejriwal, because this has been his most trusted man.
That's right. Remember, there are, 6 months to go before the Delhi Assembly elections. And therefore, Manish Sisodia coming out is undoubtedly a boost for the Aam Aadmi Party. More importantly, Preeti, if you look at the observation that the Supreme Court made, some of those observations will give hope not just to Manish Sisodia, not just to Arvind Kejriwal, but to a number of detainees under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The fact that the court reiterated, even in PMLA, the rule should be bail, not jail. So legally, it will benefit Manish today. It could benefit others tomorrow, including Mr. Kejriwal, who's likely to go back to the trial court and eventually right up to the Supreme Court in his CBI case. And that could happen by the end of this month. And you've got Manish Sisodia politically giving the Aam Aadmi Party at least some kind of a face as it battles the BJP and the Congress in Delhi over the next 6 months. These have been troubled times for the Aam Aadmi Party. It's been a difficult period. The elections also saw a wipeout of the AAP in the Lok Sabha. Delhi itself has seen questions over mismanagement, over drainage, over waterlogging. And in general, the Aam Aadmi Party has been on the back foot. Manish Sisodia returning in the manner that he has back into the public eye will give them some sense of hope. It doesn't mean that the AAP is really back to where it was pre the entire Delhi liquor policy alleged scam. But I think it does, Manish Sisodia is the kind of credible face, if I may use that word, that the AAP has been looking for. If Sanjay Singh is more pugilistic, Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj have been manning the fort ministerially, Manish Sisodia was the one figure who was seen to have some kind of a credibility factor, especially when it came to education, which the AAP has made one of its calling cards. So Manish Sisodia coming out will, at least for now, give the AAP some temporary respite.
You know, Rajdeep, organizationally, the Aam Aadmi Party has suffered over the last 4 months, especially with Arvind Kejriwal going in. Even within the party, there was a sense of disarray on who to speak to, who to address issues with, how to troubleshoot with, your own government in Punjab and now going all in Haryana, where Manish Sisodia and governance in Delhi, Rajdeep, is concerned. Do you see him immediately coming in, taking over, or at least taking a fair amount of portfolios back and getting into governance mode, at least getting the optics right immediately?
I don't see him returning in terms of a ministerial, but I think the Supreme Court order also has certain conditions that they've imposed out there. So it's not as if he's going to come back as Deputy Chief Minister come tomorrow. That's not going to happen, not in a hurry.
Rajdeep, there's been no stipulation on him by the Supreme Court.
There is some belief that the Supreme Court order, correct me if I'm wrong, is that he cannot go back into a government post right away. We don't know whether that's, as I said, that's subject to interpretation of what the court meant, that he cannot interfere at any stage with anything remotely connected to the liquor scam. But I think whether he comes back as Deputy Chief Minister, he certainly comes back as the face of AAP while Mr. Kejriwal is behind bars. He is the most recognizable face for a wider audience, particularly those across political parties. That's a role that Sanjay Singh was playing at the moment. Raghav Chadha has had a relatively, he's not been as involved, some say, in many of the gatherings with India Alliance in recent weeks. But Manish Sisodia could well be that face. I know you've been mentioning about the fact how AAP intends to contest all the seats in Haryana. But I think their real eye is on Delhi. They can't afford to lose Delhi 6 months from now. That for them is a do or die battle. And I think Manish Sisodia, even though the organization may be handled by others, by the likes of Durgesh Pathak or indeed Sandeep Pandey and others will handle the organization issues, I think Manish Sisodia's role will be largely providing that kind of credible face who can interact with leaders across party lines. And I think that's a very valuable role that the Aam Aadmi Party has been missing in recent times.
All right, Rajdeep, appreciate you joining us. Well, for now, at least the Aam Aadmi Party is interpreting it in a way that Manish Sisodia will come back and take charge.